Alright, let's talk momentum without hesitation. Panorama RTX 5070 desktop. You've felt it before. That tiny pause between clicking play and when the world actually shows up. That moment where you hold back on how many tasks you open at once because you know your system might cough. That's not performance, that's compromise. And you're past compromising. Before anything else, check the current price and availability. Desktops like this, built for serious longevity with liquid cooling and future-ready hardware, don't stay quietly in stock once people realize how capable they actually are. You didn't decide to upgrade because your old PC suddenly quit. You decided because every session started feeling like a negotiation. Can I open one more app? Should I lower settings? Does this load time matter? That's not just technical delay, that's momentum loss. And once your focus gets interrupted enough times, your workflow, or your game, starts feeling like a series of stop and start moments instead of one clean experience. The first time you power on this panorama and feel how instantly everything engages, that tension disappears. There's no waiting. There's no guessing whether today's session will be smooth. The 14-core 14600KF doesn't just launch tasks, it anchors them with steady authority. The RTX 5070 isn't just rendering frames, it's delivering visuals that feel confident, composed, and ready for anything you throw at them. 32GB of DDR5 RAM means you stack apps without hesitation. Dual 512GB SSDs mean storage doesn't hold you back, it keeps up. Picture this, intense gaming that feels seamless from start to finish. No stutter. No sudden drops. Motion stays natural and confident, even when scenes get chaotic and detailed. You're not adjusting settings mid-match. You're living the moment. Then imagine diving into creative work, massive files, layered environments, simultaneous streams of activity, where nothing forces you to pause or juggle resources. Workloads flow because the system doesn't ask you to bail on anything. What really reshapes your expectations is how unforced everything feels. Not just spikes in performance, but consistency under load. Liquid cooling doesn't just reduce temperatures, it preserves behavior so the hardware never feels like it's caught between pushing hard and pulling back. Once you get used to that level of reliability, lesser systems feel like they're constantly asking for attention, and you silently notice every time they don't keep up. If this PC has already hovered in your thoughts more than once, don't stall hoping your current setup will magically feel sharper next week or next month. This is exactly the kind of upgrade people delay until hesitation becomes routine, and that's when performance stops being a tool and starts being a barrier. You might tell yourself this desktop is more than you need. That thought dissolves the moment you stop thinking about limits and start living in capability. This isn't excess, this is removal of restraint. Here's what most people don't expect: confidence becomes silent. You don't talk about it, you don't think about it, you just use it and it never interrupts you. Games feel fluid, responsive, immersive. Workflows feel composed, not prodded. Multitasking feels natural, not risky. Sessions feel steady, not strained. Your PC feels dependable, not questionable. It's not designed for compact, bare-bones builds. And true performance demands proper space and airflow. Eventually, the loop of comparisons quiets down. You stop chasing benchmarks and start living in clarity. You stop asking, can it handle this? And start doing what you wanted to do in the first place. Check availability, decide with confidence, and don't let this be one of those upgrades you delay until hesitation becomes part of your workflow instead of absence of it.